Excuse me. Oh, getting out that morning stuff. Oh, timer. Gotta have my timer. That's what I'm here for, Cindy. I'm here for your entertainment. For all I know, you guys just sit there and watch and laugh, and who knows? No, I know you guys move with me. I gotta try that one, Kelly. I gotta eat some donuts. I love donuts. I love food. It's actually why I teach this class, because I eat too many donuts. I'm just kidding. Or am I? You'll never know. Yeah, I do love food though, but I try to have an 80-20 rule. 80% of my fuel is premium and 20% is whatever. It's actually probably more like 60-40, 70-30, sometimes less. So while we're waiting just another minute or so, I just want to invite you to take your attention into the breathing this morning. Just kind of pay attention to how the breath impacts the stomach and the interplay of the diaphragm and the internal organs. Just kind of let go of tension in here in the stomach. It'll help you digest those donuts. And so I just want to invite you guys to slow down and to take your attention inside your body. No matter what you do, continuously take the attention back inside. Use breathing. Use your imagination to visualize health and to visualize your body healing from whatever it is that you need healing for. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. And what you're going to do is start with some gentle hopping. So you're just going to start to hop or bounce on the balls of the feet. So we're just getting a little bit of blood moving, a little bit of circulation moving. Want to invite you to let go of unnecessary tension. You want to actually hop it out? You can do that. You want to hop from side to side? You can do that. Breathe in, breathe out. Just surrendering unnecessary tension. Just feel the natural buoyancy of the whole body. Real nice, real easy. Okay, shake out the legs, shake out the hands. All right, let's place our hands on our abdomen. We're going to do clockwise circles. Now, if you're concerned about which way you're going, don't be. The body's not going to get all backed up just because you're going the wrong direction, but you're going this direction. Okay? So from here, we're going to have one hand in the front, one hand in the back, doing the same exact thing. And as my hands come to the sides, you'll notice that they kind of make contact. You can have this little thing that I'm doing here too, but I'm just trying to show you guys that I'm trying to address my stomach 360 degrees. Let's switch hands. You'll notice this opens up the shoulder girdle. Real nice, real easy. Okay, from here, let's draw our hands towards the center. And you want to try to really pay attention to that space right underneath the ribs. Okay? This is really, really important for the function of our digestive system, and so forth. Okay? From here, we're going to squeeze on the ascending, descending colon. So I'm just taking my hands around the hip bones. You can take the fingers into the back part here. Just gentle squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, so from here, let's take the right hand, place it on the left side of the neck, stroke down and through, switch sides. So this is really good for the lymphatic system. The lymph dumps back into the heart via the subclavian vein. So if you ever have an injury or ever have inflammation or ever have swelling or ever have illness that you're trying to heal from, make sure that you're massaging this part right here on that left side. And that creates a vacuum for all the lymph in the body to get sucked through the lymphatic system, which helps to clean the body, and that helps to mitigate inflammation. Okay, nice and easy, nice and smooth. And some nice rotation through the neck. You can also take your hand, stroking from the center, off to the side, down and through. Okay, let's get into the face a little bit. So specifically, I want the thumbs under the jawline. And you can stroke down through the neck as well. So I'm going through the jawline out to the side and then down through the center. So, okay, now just hit the rest of the face. It's like you're massaging and like almost like you're washing your face in the morning. Let's get some fluids moving in those facial muscles and tissues. Just whatever you need to add this morning. Okay, guys. So let's get right into the rest of the movement today. We're going to start with some break falls and some get-ups. So the break fall you can do from a squat position or even a standing position. So from a squat position, you can slowly lower your butt to the ground. And once you roll back, you're going to come right back up. If I'm doing it from standing, I'm going to lower myself down slow. And I'm going to use that momentum of my arms and legs to get me back up. If I'm just coming from my squat position, then I'm just going to return to my squat position. Okay, so this is going to help us to get that heart rate up. Relax yourself as you fall. Make sure that you're breathing, relaxing your body, making it nice and loose. You can fall more to the side. Make sure if you do that, go to the other side. You can go straight back. And again, standing, squatting, doesn't matter how you do it or from what position, you just go. All right. Our next movement this morning is going to be some prone rolling. So I want you to lay on your stomachs for me, please. On the stomach, what we're going to do is we're going to use our legs. So you're going to squeeze through the glutes. I'm going to bend one knee and I'm going to reach that foot over. When I roll onto my back, I'm going to go right back onto my stomach, switch sides. So I'm just going to squeeze through the glutes, bend the knee, reach the leg over, come onto my back, and right back onto my stomach, switch sides. So again, squeeze through those glutes, bend the knee, reach it over, come to the back, return to your stomach, squeeze, bend, reach. Come back to your stomach. You guys get the idea. So squeeze through those glutes, bend the knee, reach with the foot to come onto your backside. Really take your time and breathe through these motions. Just notice how good it feels to be able to move fluidly. Okay. From here, let's come up to a seated position, please. Cross sit specifically. All right. Now from our cross sit position, whatever leg is closest to your body, we're going to turn towards that side and place our hands on the ground, and we're going to transition our body to get up. So I'm reaching behind, and then I come to a standing position. Bring my hands back to the ground. Go right back to my starting point. Now I'm going to switch my legs. So again, whatever leg is closest to your body, that's the side I want you to reach your hands for. So you put your body weight into your hands. Press yourself up. Come to standing. Come right back down. Okay? So if you guys already got this move dialed in, and you just want to play around with your cross sit position, feel free. Make sure that you're breathing as you go. You want to add a little bit of a downward dog hip hinge dynamic, feel free. I know you guys like feeling free. The words are so great. Feel free. Okay, so again, whatever leg is closest, that's the arm you reach. Make sure that you're stable through the shoulder. Okay. The shoulder positioning is really important on this one, guys. Because the shoulder needs to be stable in order to be safe. Okay, so from here, let's go right back into our break falls. So try to challenge yourself a little bit. Perhaps you want to try it from that standing position. Just soften the body, smack, come right back up to standing. It's very important to be able to get up and down off the ground safely and productively. And I love using this movement to warm up. Nice and easy. Mix it up a little bit. Take that leg in front. Go to the side. Bam. Other side. Bam. So for me, I like to play around with my hand position so I can catch my head in the event that, you slip or you weren't planning on doing this. It just ended up happening, You're like, whoa, boom. You want to protect yourself at all times. So have control, but stay nice and loose throughout the whole time. Very important. Okay, let's stay on the ground, guys. We're going back into our prone rolling. Okay, so right back on your stomachs. And again, what we want is to squeeze through the glutes, bend the knee, reach that leg over, and see if you can wait until the very last minute to make your roll onto your back. And then from here, you can come right back onto your stomach, switch sides. So again, squeeze the glutes, bend the knee, reach, let the activity of the legs be the most prominent feature of the movement. The place where you're putting a lot of attention this morning is in those legs. Enjoying a nice massage on the abdominals when you're on your stomach. Mix it up. You can really reach that leg as much as you like. Reach it behind. Sure, it keeps going up here. Add a get up if you like, or a rock up. So from here. Always so many different ways that you guys can add to these movements. Feel free all day. Okay? All right, from here are cross sit get-ups. Okay, so again, we got our legs crossed, nice and relaxed, buoyant through the spine. Whatever leg's closest, reach behind. Remember, focus on stability in the shoulder. I want those shoulders to be down, not lifted towards the ear. Switch just so you can see. And then when I put that weight into that arm, I want to distribute the weight through my spread fingers. When I come up, I can use my hips to come to standing and then come right back down, right back into seated. Okay? Switch sides. Okay, so however you want to mix it up a little bit, you want to come into a full squat before you press yourself up, feel free. Go all the way through, back and forth. You want to add that hip hinge, whatever you like. It's all about becoming ninja smooth with how you're moving your body. And as long as you're using a cross sit transition, I think you're good for this particular movement. Eventually, I'm going to introduce you guys to using stones for these workouts. That's another day. That's how we take it to the next level, people. Okay, guys, one last set of break falls. Let's get it. So go ahead and come to standing if you haven't done so already. Might want to add a little bit of a bounce in your step. See how fast you can be down. Now, if you want to do a full rollover, you can do one of those as well. I would just encourage you to have one arm straight, and that's the arm you look towards, and then you can roll all the way over. However you want to do it, it's on you. Just make sure you're getting that heart rate up, adding a little bit of a bounce. Maybe try to get up without using your hands. Just the momentum of your arms. And of course your legs. Let's get that blood moving this morning, fam. 30 seconds. Take the breath all the way through the belly button, all the way through this area of the body, the breath. Expand. Feel the body opening in the lowest part of your pelvic bowl. Open, relaxed. Okay? All right, prone long rolls. One more set. So on your stomachs, please. Okay, so this time I'm going to add something a little bit. I'm going to start actually with my hands behind me. I'm going to bring one arm to the front, come onto my back, and then right back onto my stomach, switch sides. So I'm coming here, 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 and here. It's all about fluidity. It's kind of like if you were skydiving, I guess, by yourself. With that dude on your back, it doesn't look like that at all. Or girl, or whatever, whoever is helping you with that. You can add a little bit of gentle rocking side to side. You'll notice this is really good for the shoulders, the hips, of course, the core. It's rolling all the way through. Bam! Every time. 10 seconds. All right, guys. Let's rock up to our cross sit position. One last set of cross sit get-ups. So again, see if you can't make it your own. See if you can't add a little something to what you're already doing. Think fluidity. Think about activating all aspects of your body, from the eyeballs, looking around the room. Whatever you want to add, make it fun. Always by about the third set of these movements, I want you guys to be feeling free to really kind of freestyle a little bit. Improvise, that's the word I was looking for. So you should be getting a nice little activation of all parts of your body with this movement. Ending up in that nice strong cross sit position, nice buoyant through the spine without flaring those ribs. Ninja smooth every time. 10 seconds, guys. All right, all right. So, our next movement series, we're going to start with some hip bridges. We're going to go to a side bridge position and then ultimately a plank. So, let's go ahead and lay on our backs. And we're going to start with some bridge marching. So tuck your pelvis under, press through the heels, lifting the pelvis off the ground. You can draw your shoulder blades together on the back side. We're just going to slowly, gently, easily, keeping your pelvis stable, lift up one leg at a time. You want to straighten the leg, feel free, but really focus on the stability aspect. Make sure that you're breathing deeply and expansively the whole time. You can play around with pressing into the ground with your arms. Nice and strong the whole time. You want to add a little pulse? Feel free. Nice, gentle marching action. Just play around with those movements. Try to keep those knees together. Nice and strong the whole time. Okay, guys, from here, we're going to roll onto our side and post up on a forearm. Now from here, we're going to lift our hips up off the ground, and we're going to take that top leg, and we're going to bring it to the front and swing it to the back. Front and back. Now slow it down, and I want you to feel the different contractions happening in the hip. The lateral hip musculature, the posterior hip musculature. Make sure that you're really paying attention to the quality of motion. Try to maintain that stable spine by holding a little bit of contraction in your transverse abdominis. Just kind of can be activated by drawing the belly button towards the spine. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this down slow and switch sides. You always got to move with sound effects. If you're training to be a ninja, you have to use sound effects. All right, so from here, again, same thing. Bring it in front, swing it behind. Bring it in front, swing it behind. Use as many supports as you want. If you need to use two hands, or if you could just balance on one, fantastic. Holy cow, this is so hard right now. Oh my God. Oh, what have I done? Come on now. 7 seconds. Okay. Ooh, wee. Man. Remind me to not make it so hard next time. Okay, so from here, guys, let's move into a forearm plank forward. So like a prone forward plank. Now from this position, we're going to lift up one leg at a time and do some extension with that hip. So I'm gently tapping my toe to the ground and then bringing it up for about 5 to 7 reps. Okay, once I'm done, switch sides. So again, you can either point your toes or press through the heel. Either way is fine. If at any time you need to take a break, feel free to integrate some scapular push-ups. Just getting that nice scapulothoracic movement of protraction and retraction, and then get right back to your extension. Maintain a little bit of tension in your core by drawing your belly button towards your spine. This is going to be one of our hardest working sets. And remember, if you need a break, move into some scapulothoracic push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys, back onto your backside for our planks, or for our bridges. I got planks on the mind. Okay. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to do a bridge reach. So we're going to come up into our bridge. We're going to reach over our heads. Come back to center and switch sides. Come in, reach, reach. Now take your time. You might notice that you can feel the body being massaged into the ground. You might notice that you hold your breath in certain positions. So all these little pieces of awareness can provoke a positive action, a positive response. If I'm holding my breath, I celebrate the fact I became aware of that, and then I change it. I start to breathe. If I notice something feels really good, then I explore that a little bit more. So either way, we want to turn our attention inside the body and pay attention. And then also try to make these movements as functional as possible. You got to reach for something over here, reach for something over here, look at my timer here, whatever you got. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to this next set. Okay, guys. Side plank position, please. Rarely do I teach something that I really despise, but I'm not really feeling these. Well, I'm feeling it, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so side plank, you're going to flex the hip and extend. So flex, extend. You can play around with the height, maybe try it a little bit higher. You can also go a little bit lower. Okay. You can keep that leg straight throughout the motion. You can try moving your foot around. Inhale, exhale. Come on, guys. This is hip right here all day. Lower yourself down. Let's switch sides. You got to tell yourself, this isn't so bad. All right, so flex. Ooh, crack, pop, snap. Flex, extend. Flex, extend. Now, if you're snapping and popping, dial it down a little bit. Maybe decrease the range of motion, change the range of motion, change the movement pattern. Make it work for you. You got to pause a little bit and get a little bit of extra movement. Feel free. This is all about honoring your body and giving your body what it needs this morning. Okay, guys. Let's go back into our plank. This time we're going to be on hands as opposed to forearms. So same idea, nice strong plank position, and we're going to add the hip extension. So we're pointing through the toes or pressing through the heel, and we're going to bring that leg up and down roughly 5 to 7 reps. Try to maintain that nice solid core position, and when you're ready, switch sides. You want to add a little bit of something to this? You can always bring the knee towards the chest and then kick that leg out. Whatever you want to add is totally cool. Remember, once you get to that 5 to 7 rep mark, switch sides. If you're really fatigued and you need a break, you can get into your scapulothoracic push-ups. Just dropping your body weight in between the shoulders, and then get right back to your hip extensions. "20 seconds, guys, almost there. "10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo-wee! All right, guys. Last set of bridges. Let's go ahead back on our back sides. Okay. So this time, you're going to press up, and you're going to scoot yourself back, and then come right back to center. So watch how that happens. I take my hips and I scoot them off to the side. And then I come back to center. So it's like I'm trying to get away or to move my body from a supine to side lunge. Okay? So you're maintaining good control with the foot that's on the ground. Again, you can still feel that massage of the ground into the body. Go at a speed that works for you. You want to go a little bit quicker? Cool. You want to press up a little higher? Cool. Want to add the reach? Feel free. I always like to add reaches to get a little bit more out of it. Get a little bit more of that full body dynamic. 15 seconds. 7, 5, 3. Woo-wee! Okay, my favorite. Side planks. God, I don't know if I'm ever going to do these again. I'm just kidding. That means they're good, right? They're hard. It's probably good. So again, guys, focus on the quality of movement. Perhaps take a hand and place it on the hip. See what's going on in there. If you're not feeling that glute activation, see what you need to do to the position of your leg to get those glutes to fire. You need to get that other foot on the ground so you can angle yourself more towards the ground. Feel free. You want to make this a little bit more fluid? Feel free. Yeah, let's switch sides, guys. One last time for this godforsaken movement. I'm just kidding. Make sure that you're breathing. If you need to take a break, do so, but only take a couple sips of air and then get right back to work. 12 seconds. Okay, guys. Oh, we made it through that part. All right, back into our plank position. One more time through this set. And so what you're going to do this time is we're going to reach with the leg, but also we can add an arm. So I can do opposite arm, opposite leg. I want to try to minimize movement through the center of my body. Now remember, if you get tired and you want to lower those knees, just take a couple breaths and come right back into it, nice and strong. Here you can see I'm moving around my mat just a little bit. "40 seconds. I really needed this workout today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, guys. From here, we're going to do some transitions from a foot hand or knee hand crawl to inverted crawl. So here's how that looks. We're going to start either on our hands and knees or on the foot and hands. I'm just going to walk my hands back through a deep squat and move all the way to my inverted crawl position. Okay, once I'm here, I'm going to walk my hands forward, come into my knee hand crawl. So that's transition number 1. Transition number 2 is to bring the leg underneath. So now I back myself up through that process and switch sides. Okay? So this is foot hand crawl to inverted crawl, either using method number 1 or method number 2. Make sure to stay stable through that shoulder no matter which movement you're trying to do. I want you to focus on quality over quantity. Spread those fingers wide, spread the toes wide for that matter. Make sure that you're making good contact with the ground the whole time. Okay, guys, 7 seconds. Okay, so from here, we're going to come to standing and we're going to squat down to do a knee tap and then come right back up. Okay, so we're from a standing position here. I'm going to hinge, squat, tap, and come right back up to standing. Okay, might want to change my position. Hinge, squat, tap, come up. Shake it out if you need to, get a little bit of a bounce. Keep moving those fluids in the body. If you need to use your hands, feel free. You can be artistic with it as much as you want. Hinging as far as you can go, squatting as far as you can go, bringing those knees forward. See what you can do. Perhaps you want to leave one knee down, take the other one down, come back up to standing. Try with the knees together. Try separating the knees. Whatever feels good. Explore. This is really good for the toes, the muscles in the feet. 20 seconds. Keeping those fluids moving, guys, the whole time. Okay, guys, last movement in this series, single leg balance. All right, so we're going to start with some leg sweeps. So take all your weight into one foot, and you're going to sweep the opposite leg front and back. Nice and slow. Try to take your hands out of it. A lot of people try to balance with their upper body. I want the balance to happen from the feet. Spread those toes wide on that supporting leg. Now let's add a little bit of a hip hinge. I'm going to move sideways so you can see. So I can hinge forward. I can hinge to the side. I can also hinge towards the back. Okay? Front, side, back. Okay? Let's go ahead and switch legs. So again, spread those toes wide on that supporting leg and start with some gentle sweeps forward and back. This is really good for creating mobility in the ankle, the knee, of course a little bit in the hip. Nice and smooth, nice and slow. Let's add the hip hinge, 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 whatever you like. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, right back down onto the ground. Let's get into our knee hand or foot hand crawl transitions. Okay, so again, find yourself in good position first, and then when you're ready, go ahead and transition in and out of this position. So I want to encourage you guys to take your time to perhaps stall in any of these positions and add some micro movements to enhance what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Stability through the shoulders, strength through the feet. You know, the list could go on and on. Depends on what you want to try to focus on. We can get a lot out of every single movement we practice just by using our imagination. Okay, and then of course we have our other transition, just moving our hands back and then forward. Perhaps adding a little bit of a crawl dynamic. Add whatever you like. As long as you're crawling around, you're all good. Okay, guys, 10 seconds. Okay. So from here, we're going right back into our standing hinge, squat, knee tap, back to standing. So stand up, hinge, squat, tap, come back. Shake it up, bounce it up. Hinge, squat, tap, come right back. Now this is really rough on the knees. Take your hands to the ground and take some of that pressure off of those knees or whatever joint might be needing a little bit of support this morning. Always feel free to change and tweak these movements to work for you. Make sure you're dialing in that breath work, breathing all the way down to the bottom of your pelvic bowl. This is a massage for your internal organs as much as it is movement or exercise for any other part of the body. Breathing diaphragmatically really helps to stimulate your immune system. So we want that. $18 seconds. Okay, single leg balance, everybody. So we're just starting with those nice simple leg sweeps, front and back. You can imagine perhaps touching different points or spots in on your floor. And then creating a little bit of a hip hinge to enhance sensations and the balance. Nice and slow and controlled. Okay, let's switch sides. Same thing. Bring that leg all the way behind. Really focus on stable control in that supporting leg. Can add some little micro movements in any other part of the body that you like. Add whatever little variations you want to get more out of it. Really dialing in on that breath. Getting those wrists ready for that next session of foot hand or knee hand crawl transitions. 3, 2, 1. Let's get right back down onto the ground. Okay, guys. Last set of foot hand crawl transitions. So again, get yourself into a good position. This time what you can do is you can add a little bit of a handstand to the process. So you can lift those legs up and then shoot the leg through. So I lift, shoot through, shoot through. Okay? You don't have to do that, but you can always add to make this more fun, to make it more challenging, whatever you want it to be. Perhaps you want to add a get up. Perhaps you want to add a rock. This is the time to do it. Make it yours. Focusing on stability through that shoulder joint as you make your transitions. "30 seconds. "15 seconds. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. So from here, we're going to our standing knee taps. So we come to standing. We get our nice hip hinge. We drop our way back down, squat, tap, bring it back. Nice and strong. Hinge. Really try to control what's happening in your abdominals, drawing your lower belly button, your belly button towards your spine. So there's nice control. Imagine you had to pick up something heavy, like a deadlift dynamic. Lower into a squat, tap, come out. Okay? Hinge, squat, tap, come on out. Keep going, guys. Hinge, squat, tap, bring it up. Okay, guys. One last time in our single leg balance. Let's get it. So again, sweep the leg forward, sweep the leg back. It's all about this supporting leg and really making sure that you feel stable and controlled, paying attention to the sensations in the hip, moving around into different angles, different positions, while maintaining that control. Okay, let's switch sides. Same exact thing. Janice had to take off. Right. See what you can do to make this movement more stable and controlled. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and bring it down onto the ground. We're going to do a little bit of a cool down, starting with some Cobra Child's Pose transitions. Okay, so let's start from a knee hand position. All you're going to do is bring your body weight forward and just allow your pelvis to slowly lower towards the ground. Okay, you can kind of shift your weight from side to side. Make sure the shoulders are down away from the ears. Make sure that your neck is not dipping forward and not too hyperextended. Just nice and easy. Okay, so from here, we're going to draw our belly button towards the spine, contract the hip flexors, and drop our weight back over our heels for child's pose. Nice and strong. From here, don't stay here very long. We're going to send a wave of movement, leading with the mid back. And we're going to come right back into our Cobra pose just for a moment. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Child's pose. Okay, so let's just move in and out of these two positions at your own speed. You can lift the knees up off the ground if you like. Hike one knee up at a time. Add some additional micro movements there. Okay. All right. From here, let's go ahead and come to a lunge position. Bring our body weight up. Just going to give ourselves a nice couch stretch. So for this one, unless you have a pad under your knee, I don't recommend doing this, but you can always take the knee up off the ground or the foot up off the ground and hold this position. That's not my move because I don't have a pillow under my knees, so I'm just going to stick with this standard lunge stretch. So again, contract that posterior hip on the leg that's behind you, and then you can reach above the head for an additional stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and strong. Perhaps add some rotation. Reach back for the foot. Shift the body weight forward and back just ever so slightly. Nice and strong the whole time. Okay? All right. Well, let's go ahead and switch sides. Drop the other knee towards the ground. Same exact thing. Okay? So get yourself into a good position. Tuck that butt underneath. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Contract through that posterior hip on that back leg. Spread the toes wide on both feet. Make sure that you have a nice, strong base of support. Add some micro movements, some rotations. Nice and strong. Reach back. Reach. Reach. Big deep breath right here. Exhale slow. Let's go ahead and come down onto our back sides, please. 3 nice deep diaphragmatic cleansing breaths. So breathe in deeply and expansively. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale very slow. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale slow. One more time, breathing in deeply and expansively. Hold. Exhale slow. Okay, guys, if you want to chill here, go ahead and place your hands on your abdomen. You can add some abdominal massage at this stage of the game. Nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. Continue to breathe. Continue to allow yourself to relax, recover, and restore. If you're in a place where you got to get up and get on with your day, feel free to do so. I hope you guys enjoyed today's movement session. I certainly did. Actually, there was a couple movements I wasn't so fond of, like that side plank leg sweep. Whew, that was brutal. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed everything but that. I'm just kidding. I hope you enjoyed the whole thing. If you guys need to chill and relax, please feel free to do so. You know, at the end of these workouts, I have to try to stick it to a 9 minute, or a 9 minute. I'm looking at 9 o'clock. I have to keep it to 60 minutes, but always feel free to extend the relaxation part. And that will be very, very important. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Like I said, I wasn't really fond of that one movement. That's all right. We made it. I hope you guys made it too. Other than that, please continue to smile a lot throughout the day. Breathe. Give thanks in everything that you do. And continue to be a blessing. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Okay? See you guys later.